In my last video, I gave 5 tips on how to start and maintain a YouTube channel if you're an introvert over 40. However, I did leave out one very important thing that's crucial for any kind of content creation, not just YouTube. And that one thing is, you guessed it, mindset. Yes, if you don't have mindset, the proper mindset, you will not get anywhere. You won't start, and even if you start, you won't last for long. And by the way, this doesn't just apply to introverts over 40, but rather it's essential for anyone who's trying to start YouTube or content creation. So stay tuned and make sure to leave a comment. Let me know if you agree with what I said, if I left out anything important. But before we get into it, I have to say something. I filmed this video a good 2 weeks ago, but while editing, I realized that a good chunk of the video was actually somehow filmed in slow motion. So the audio was terrible. It sounded like a horror movie robot or something. But instead of recording those missing parts again, I decided that done is better than perfect. And I thought that it would be a good example of a mindset and of not allowing obstacles to get in the way. And therefore, I adjusted accordingly. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. If you don't have the right mindset for content creation, you are not going to succeed. So I've spent years, like I've mentioned over and over again in my content, I've spent years wanting to create my YouTube channel and to start posting videos on YouTube, long form. But I never dared because I kept saying, let me do some more research. Let me look up some more information. Let me get better in this because I needed to have more confidence. I wasn't confident enough. But then one day, actually, it happened gradually. I realized that confidence is never just going to happen. If I don't start, I'm not going to be confident. That's how I started, by shifting my mindset and forcing myself in spite of my nervousness. And let me tell you, the more I'm creating videos, the more confident I'm becoming. Every time you create, you learn something. It could be a very small thing, but every single thing that you learn throughout your journey is going to feed your confidence. Confidence doesn't come with learning alone. Yes, you need to learn some information, you need to do research, but if you don't start applying what you're learning, you are never going to get confidence. Experience is the best school. Experience is what teaches you more than any school or more than any education. And that will give you the confidence. That's why I tell you, stop waiting till you're ready or till you feel or think you're ready, because that's never going to happen. You'll never be ready if you don't change your mindset. That's why I finally decided I don't care anymore. I don't care what my family is going to think if they happen to see my videos, or some friends that I haven't seen in forever, or even the friends that I see all the time. Chances are at the beginning and for a long time until you make it big, no one will see your videos anyway if you don't tell them. So don't worry about it. And who cares about what strangers think? If they don't like it, they can scroll away. And that's it. They'll never see your face again. And this is also where your why comes in. Your why. Why do you want to start YouTube? Or why did you start YouTube? Because I want to do this for the woman that I used to be 2 years ago. The woman who felt stuck, voiceless, invisible. The woman who had no confidence, who had lost her confidence. Because for the longest time, I felt like I don't exist as a person or as a woman. And I'm out of that. And this is a huge transformation. It makes all the difference in your life. So I'm doing it for you. And when I feel like giving up because I'm not seeing the results I want to see, you know what? I think of you. I think of me 2 years ago and of the transformation I've made or I've had. I've come a long way. This is my motivation. This is my strength. This is my confidence. This is my why. And that's why I do it. And I got to keep reminding myself of it every time I feel down. And maybe, just maybe, there is someone out there who's going to want to hear you talk about this, who is going to feel like you're speaking to them, who's going to say that I really needed this today. Maybe there's someone out there who is who you used to be 2 years ago, who I used to be 2 years ago. Because I really needed to hear these things over and over again for it to get through my mind and for me to truly start shifting my mindset. After all, that's how I shifted my mindset, by listening to all those people, to all those women encouraging us to start, encouraging me to start. And when I finally started, I understood what they were talking about. But it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. But you have to have the mindset that is strong enough and that is shifted enough to allow you to start in the first place and not put you down and not discourage you and stand in your way. So here's the simplest strategy that I followed and that introverts can follow to start YouTube without putting too much pressure on themselves. Pick one video topic that feels safe for you to talk about and talk about it at least on your first video and see how it goes. Again, script or no script, this is personal. You've got to try. You got to try. But at the beginning, it's very hard to sit here and speak to the camera without having an easy to follow script. Because as a beginner, you're not fluent at this unless you're such a great public speaker or unless you've had previous experience with content creation and you feel comfortable. That's fine. That's another story. Then you're probably not the person who needs to hear this. But as a beginner who is scared of content creation and being out there, do yourself a favor. Prepare a script. Even if you don't follow it to the word, that's fine. Just prepare a script so that when you start getting off topic or talking too much, or when you stumble on your words, or when you lose track of your thoughts, you can refer to your script. It'll keep you going and it'll make it so much easier. Just don't read it word for word. Make sure that you make it conversational and not just like you're reading something. And like I mentioned earlier as well, film your video in a way that feels comfortable and natural to you. I would say take a week and film yourself every single day. It's a part of your journey. If you don't go through this, you are never going to improve and you're never going to learn. So enjoy every minute of your journey as well. You don't need to shout. You don't have to be loud. Just be the best version of you. If you've been looking for a sign to start YouTube, this is it. Because you know what? Your voice matters. And even if it's quiet, and YouTube needs more women over 45 on it, don't you think? Tell me, come on, leave a comment below. Tell me, what do you think? And it definitely needs more thoughtful introverts like us. This is Christy. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you, every single one of you. And I'll see you on the next one.